What sounds like a thought that comes to you in the shower was the basis of a study by two researchers at the University of Tokyo. In a two-part experimental setup, they discovered how a paper airplane would behave upon re-entry into the Earth's atmosphere. It's human nature to ask questions and grapple with the unknown. Among humanity's greatest questions is the meaning of life. And what actually happens inside black holes? Two researchers at the University of Tokyo took a slightly different approach. They asked what would happen if you threw a paper airplane from the International Space Station. What's remarkable is that Maximilian Berthet and Kojiro Suzuki had the opportunity to actually investigate their question and find an answer as part of a study. Starting point ISS. Could a paper airplane reach Earth? To answer this seemingly simple question, the two scientists first developed a software model to simulate the paper airplane's flight. They then defined the basic parameters. An airplane folded from a sheet of A4 paper was to take off at an altitude of approximately 400 kilometers, the same altitude as the ISS. The takeoff speed also matched that of the ISS. The paper airplane began its simulated flight at 7,800 meters per second, or 28,000 kilometers per hour. Under Earth's conditions, it would be unthinkable for a paper airplane to travel even a meter at this speed. However, at an altitude of 400 kilometers, the atmosphere is not yet dense enough to cause significant damage. And so, in the simulation, the paper airplane actually began its journey towards the Earth's surface. Within 3.5 days, the paper airplane descended to an altitude of 120 kilometers due to the thin atmosphere, reaching the lower boundary of the thermosphere. But then it came to an end. The increased air density caused the lightweight paper to tumble uncontrollably, and the simulated flight towards the Earth's surface came to an end. For Berthet and Suzuki, a calculated paper airplane wasn't enough for their experimental setup. So the researchers folded a real piece of paper and tested it in the state-of-the-art wind tunnel at the University of Tokyo. The paper airplane was reinforced with aluminum before they set about determining what aerodynamic forces such a paper structure could withstand in reality. After just 7 seconds in winds of Mach 7, around 8,600 kilometers per hour, the nose of the paper airplane was already bent and showed clear signs of charring. The conclusion: prolonged exposure to these wind speeds would have burned the paper airplane. The scientifically proven answer to the question of what would happen if you threw a paper airplane from the ISS is, it would never reach Earth and would be destroyed in the atmosphere. For most of us, this knowledge will be practically irrelevant. And yet, at this point, we are richer for one answer to life's questions.